Hey, you should listen to Dijon. Every so often, I'll fall in love with a new artist that really feels special. The music isn't just good, something about the listening experience, the whole activity of discovering them, and getting a new appreciation with each re-listen, it's different. Over the past few years, I've had a similar inner monologue with artists like Rina Sawayama, 100 gecs, and now 29-year-old Maryland native Dijon. This video is going to be less of an analytical review of his recent album Absolutely, and more of a friendly recommendation, explaining why I really admire this guy. First and foremost, I want to tell you that I've been on a huge Arthur Russell kick recently, and if you know his music, you'll recognize how big of a compliment it is for me to say that I think Dijon has a certain X factor that Arthur also had. I've used the term genre bending more times than I can count on this channel, but Arthur Russell is the epitome of that. A ridiculous variety of influences that all come together for stuff that's incredible, regardless of whether or not you can even describe what it sounds like. Dijon takes R&B, pop, country, neo-soul, ambient, a little bit of funk, puts all of that in a blender, and the result is unreal. To put things into perspective a little bit more about why I think he's so important, you know how musicians will be described as out of the box? That's cool and everything, going against the norm is fun, but I think being so different can be slightly overrated. The musical landscape needs its Bjorks, don't get me wrong, but it needs its Carly Rae Jepsens too. But when we look at the Arthur Russells and Dijons of this world, I think these guys have a better understanding of the box and how to work with it and through it than anybody else. Take The Dress, for example, the song that I played at the beginning of the video. This groovy slow jam bursting with nostalgia and dreaming of a past lover is both in and outside of the box. I could see it going #1 because of how catchy it is, but there's so much about it that defies the mainstream too. Some moody reverb to mess with the dreamy atmosphere, the drums sound like they have this weird slow-mo distortion about them that you hear open up at the end of the track, and in terms of the skill relating to the musicians and producers on this thing, it's top-notch. It's a 10 out of 10 beautiful earworm of a song that's elevated on so many fronts. There's really nothing like high-quality musicians with interesting perspectives making fantastic pop-ish music. Cody Chestnut and the Headphone Masterpiece is another one that comes to mind. While not quite as radio-friendly, Big Mike's and its respective live session video will give you a glimpse into the making of this record and the raw talent of the people behind it. As time goes by, this quiet room adds instrument upon instrument, layer by layer, and so on, until we're well over 5 minutes in and you feel like the SpongeBob Ascending meme. He's touring with Bon Iver right now, and this specific moment is a great example of why. Justin Vernon is known for creating these dense, sonic soundscapes, and Dijon can match the vibe of something like 22 a Million very well. While we're on the topic of Big Mics, throughout this video, watch this man move, sing, his facial expressions, everything about his energy will show you that he's truly having fun. And this all flows extremely naturally for him. Moving around this room, messing with different instruments, and making it look so easy in the process. At the end of the day, even though I do think his music is somewhat revolutionary for me, he also has this relatability that you can't ignore. He's just some dude making art, and he's really good at it. His vocals are often imperfect and full of emotion. At times they are these scratchy, yelping screams that honestly do remind me of that guy that we just mentioned, but there's a good balance between those and the clean, smoother stuff too. For every strange, slightly unsettling plucked string or bumpy chord, there's an underlying air of confidence to back it up. Dijon feels like the most talented friend you have, and Absolutely is the project that you're insanely proud of, even if it's by association. P.S. I read that he loves Lucinda Williams, and I do too, and I think that's very cool. Go support this musician and his album. Okay, bye. Hey, thank you for watching that video. Be sure to check out Dijon. If you want to support the channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on social media at WrenchIHS. You can buy my merch, support my Patreon, and thank you again. I'll see you soon.